Ladies and gentlemen, we just got a new ranked play showcase for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, ranked play systems being unveiled along with their cost system, and much, much more. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely stick around, like the video so I know you're liking the content, and subscribe if you want to be up to date with everything Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Also, if this video will reach 20 likes, we'll go ahead and cover everything the second it drops, so definitely make sure to go ahead and hit that like button if you want the news as fast as possible. But without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. We had an article dropping over at Games Radar a couple days ago that was very interesting to hear about. The Games Radar article is titled, "Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is delightfully unbalanced and definitely not an esports game." So the devs had to find a unique approach to ranked online. Now let's just go ahead and read this verbatim. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's producer admitted that there are many questions about the balance of Spike Chunsoft's upcoming Budokai Tenkaichi revival when it comes to its online ranked mode, but the developers have utilized a unique system to try and make things as fair as possible. Speaking to Games Radar in an interview during Summer Game Fest 2024, we asked producer Jun Furutani about the online modes that fighting game enthusiasts can look forward to which he tells us, via translator, that we'll be able to play with friends online and enjoy both casual and ranked matches. When speaking about ranked matches specifically, however, he states that Sparking Zero is definitely not an esport game like Fighter Z, but we still want to bring a balance to the fights. To do so, the devs have implemented what the producer describes as a system of cost. So the way we found to bring balance to the game is to go with a system of cost, Furutani explains. Basically in one team, you will have a determined cost, let's say for example it's 30, and each of the characters would have their own cost. So you need to build a team that will have no more than 30 cost, otherwise you just can't play the game. That's the way we balance the game, meaning that in one team you cannot just choose 3 to 5 of the most powerful characters. You'll have to find a good balance in your own team. The most powerful characters will have a high cost, and the weakest characters will have a low cost. Basically it sounds like if you guys have ever seen one of those Instagram or TikTok posts, like, build your best fantasy football team with $5, and then there's like a $3 category, a $2 category, and a $1 category. And then 3 has like the best fantasy football players, 2 has some guys that kind of pop off some days, maybe not all the time, and then 1 is like your Dak Prescott. Sorry guys, I just had to throw that in there. But anyways guys, that's essentially how the character select for ranked is going to be working. And of course we know that ranked is going to be a 1v1 mode, but it's going to be 3 characters on each side or 5 characters on each side, which I'm sure will be reflected in the total cost of your team depending on whether you do the 3v3 or the 5v5. In the ranked showcase showed earlier today, we also got to see a team of 3 go against another team of 3. The one that really stuck out to me though is there was one fight in particular where someone chose Hercule, Golden Frieza, and Fat Boo. If we go on the example points that they gave us here of 30, I'm assuming Golden Frieza would be somewhere along the lines of 20 points, Fat Boo would be somewhere along the line of 8 points, and someone like Hercule would probably be along the lines of 2 points. My question in particular is, will we be able to actually sacrifice a character slot to get more points in between 2 characters instead of 3 in the 3v3 mode, or get more points in 3 or 4 characters in a 5v5 mode? For example, if I want to go ahead and get Gogeta and Vegito, but we're only allowed 30 points, and both of them cost 15, can I forego my 3rd character slot in order to just have them 2 on the team and go 2v3 against my opponent? Or do we have to fill out every respective character slot and only choose 1 and then choose like a mid-tier character and then a bottom of the barrel character, or 2 mid-tier characters that balance out to the total of 30? As of right now, I don't think we have the answer to that yet, but I'm very interested to see on what that would actually be, as that would personally affect my choice in character select going into rank play. Also guys, we got a ton of new details when it comes to Sparking Zero throughout the showcase as well, and I'm going to list a couple of them here as follows. Towards the end of the presentation, they did reveal that on October 8th, 7 AM, early access will go live, most likely for Japan, a little bit later for the United States and Europe, etc. But 7 AM will be the starting point for early access for those of you that pre-order or get the bigger versions that are not just the base game, since they do have 3-day early access to playing the game as well. On top of that, during the gameplay showcase, which actually I'll be linking down in the description below if you guys are interested in seeing that ranked play showcase, which featured a lot of new gameplay. In it, they unveiled the Great Saiyaman, and he's actually in the game, and they even unveiled his ulti, which I'm a huge fan of the Great Saiyaman. I love that arc heading into Dragon Ball Z. I just loved everything about it. I have a figure of him in my room. He is one of my favorite parts of Dragon Ball Z in general. I just thought it was hilarious, it was quirky, and it was great. On top of that, they also unveiled some details for their edit mode. Their edit mode is going to be their create a story or create a scenario mode, where you can actually go ahead and make your own stories centered in the Dragon Ball Z universe, grabbing any character from the player pool. And now new information has just dropped that some of it will even be fully voiced. It won't be animated. Those handcrafted anime stories will stick to the main scenarios and what if scenarios that they made for the campaign, but they will have a bunch of handcrafted lines that you can use for your what if stories as well. As of right now, they have confirmed up to 5,000 plus fully voiced lines for you to use in these what if scenarios that we as a community can create. This will allow the community to go crazy and make a bunch of new storylines, fanfics, different parallel universes that run concurrent with Dragon Ball Z in the fandom, and just have us see every what if scenario we've ever wanted to see ever. What if our universe actually loses the Tournament of Power? What if Goku Black actually beat everyone in their universe and he just was unstoppable and just destroyed everything? What if Cell absorbed everybody? What would happen then? All of this will finally be able to be extrapolated upon, fanfic, and created through our amazing community here in the Dragon Ball community through you guys. Personally, it's going to be one of my favorite parts going through and seeing some of these different plot lines that you guys are creating as a community, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. I know it's going to be phenomenal. Along with that, they also revealed that different merchandise sellers will be having different pre-order exclusives. As of right now, GameStop has been confirmed to have an exclusive lithograph, which has the logo of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero at the bottom and Super Saiyan 3 Goku as the actual lithograph itself. For Amazon, at least the Italian version, I'm sure that the English version will get something, if not the exact same thing. They're having Super Saiyan Blue Goku from Super that will be unlocked immediately through pre-ordering through Amazon, along with 5 stickers that have been yet to be revealed. I didn't see or hear of any other pre-order exclusives for different merchandisers like Target or Best Buy or anything like that, but if I do get any updates on that, I'll let you guys know immediately through a video or a short. That way you guys can make your purchasing decision as informed as possible. And then just one little tidbit I wanted to add here, guys. This isn't exactly news per se, but I guess people have been messaging the development team, and either PR or support has been reaching out with people's ideas, right? So people have been messaging them like, hey, is crossplay going to be a thing? Are we going to have 5v5? Are we going to have rollback netcode? And they are leaving back some of the nicest responses that really makes it feel like they're actually hearing us and want to improve the game, even though it hasn't even released yet, and they're actually considering what we have to say. So hopefully that means stuff like cross-platform, as we mentioned in our last video for cross-platform, which will also be linked down below as well if you want to watch that. If you want to know a time frame of when cross-platform will actually happen, and even rollback netcode could be implemented in the future. And I just thought it was really cool to see that it sounds like and are responding to everyday fans in a nice and positive way and showing that they actually care. And anyways, guys, that is truly everything I do have to cover for today. Again, remember, if we hit 20 likes on the video, I'll go ahead and make sure that I'm covering everything as soon as it drops for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, so make sure to hit that like goal. And if I hear any new information, you guys will be the first to know. Also, make sure to check out our backlog of Dragon Ball Z Sparking content that's going to be linked down in the description and at the end card of the video as well, so definitely make sure to check all of that out. And lastly, guys, I just wanted to say, if you did enjoy or found this video informational, definitely make sure to like the video and subscribe for more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero news. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Peace!